This is Alex here. So today I'm going to explain what is a network controller and networking, why it is important. So before starting, what is a network controller? So here in this packet tracer, I can see there is a device controller. Okay, network controller is a central system. Maybe it can be, not maybe, it's either software, hardware, or combination that can manage, monitor, and automates the configuration and operation of the networking devices. Uh, in traditionally, like in we have been studying how to configure the networking devices like switch, router, firewall, servers manually. Like how you are going to configure, either if it is a remote, if you want to configure through remote, you should use either telnet or SSH, or if it is in the same uh, location, you can use a console cable to access what the networking devices. But instead of doing man like you have, what you have to, like, just double click there, then you can configure, just configure from the CLI, right? So in network controller, what controller will do, instead of manually logging into each devices like switch, routers, this controller allows a centralized point of control, especially in a software design network, or is an SDN, or an intent-based networking. So let me give you a small explanation about what is SDN. SDN is, for example, it works in application layer. It can control, and it is considered as the brain of the network. Then physically, or for example, physically or virtually switch with switches and routers that forward traffic based on the controller's role. For example, if an administrator, suppose you are working as an administrator, wants to block access a VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. So what admin will use? Admin will use a central dashboard to create a rule. Okay. So then SDN controller or controller sends flow rules to the switches or the router. Let's say, for example, here we need to block what? VLAN 10 to VLAN 20. Then switch will forward and draw packets and based on this rule. Okay, so this is how SDN will work. And the IBN, for example, what is IBN? IBN is like, for example, for the simple definition is that, like, telling your network what and letting it figure out how. For example, um, all guest all for example, here in this network, I just wanted to make all guest users should be isolated. So what the IBN will do, controller converts into a policies and configuration. Once it's activate, the controller pushes these configuration to all relevant network devices. You don't need to configure the devices manually. You need to go to each router or switches manually. Just make a policy, then push this configuration, and uh, who are connected to this network controller will get that policy. Okay. Another example, provide secure internet access to the guest without allowing access to the internal server. So what the IBN will do, it will create automatically create a guest VLAN, then configure as access list to block access to the internal sources. Then, for example, if you want to apply quality of services to limit the guest bandwidth, and then finally it will monitor and compliance in real time. So this network, or the SDN or IBN, will save a lot of time. We can manage centralized, suppose, imagine in a corporate network there are many devices like switches, routers, firewalls. So managing manually these devices will take more time. Same like in DHCP, or suppose DHCP or static IP address. Static IP address, you need to suppose if you have 1,000 species, you need to assign IP address to 1,000 hosts. If it is manually, how it is difficult and how it is, it would take time, time consuming, rather than, suppose if you are using DHCP, it would, like, within seconds or within a couple of minutes we can configure the IP address automatically. I'm just giving an example how this network controller will ease our the ease to manage our network. Sorry, ease to manage our networking devices or the networks. Now, in this scenario, in this scenario, uh, or in this packet tracer, what is network controller in this topology? In network controller is a device, look at here, device labeled controller located near to the ASW1BA switch, and it's located nearby here, and it is essentially acting like a Cisco DNS sender, a centralized platform for DNS means this device discovery, then SSH based remote management, and it will monitor the network health and pushing configuration like DNS and syslog here. Now, how this will work, how the network controller will works. Before that, how you can find the controller in your packet tracer? Go to the end devices, see here end devices, then and find network controller here. So this is the network controller. Yeah. Okay. Now, then first step is you need to do the connectivity setup. All devices, for example, routers, then switches, PC must be reachable via pinging. The controller IP if you go here, the controller IP here is 10.10.10.3, and the gateway is 10.10.10.1. So this is the gateway here, 10.10.10.1, and the IP address for this controller is this. Then second step is we need to configure SSH configuration on all routers and switches. For example, see how many switches are here. 1, 2, 3, 4 switches are there, and 2 routers are here. So all must configure the SSH, right? This is required because the controller uses what? SSH to connect, authenticate, and manage them in this scenario. Okay. Then next step is setting up the controller from a PC or a laptop we can access. I'll show you how to do that. Before that, um, you need to do configuration. You need to do the basic configuration, like you need to assign IP address for R branch A, then R branch B. Then we need to configure VLAN on these switches, like VLAN 55 on uh, DS1BA, then ASW1BA. You need to configure these VLANs 55, VLAN 55, VLAN 66. Then controller on G0's interface, you need to assign this IP address. Then there is an syslog server here, and it should be assigned in VLAN 66. Then finally, you need to assign IP address for each pieces, PCA1, PCA2, laptop 1, like that. First thing is, once you're done, like you need to do the connectivity verification. Okay, and before that, let me show you what are the configuration here. This in R branch A, enable show run. So here I configure the routing protocol, the OSPF1, to add these networks because both are in different locations. So I'm just supposing. Then here I use the sub interface for the 3 VLANs, like VLAN 10, VLAN 20, and VLAN 55. Then let's go to the R branch B, enable show run. Again, here also I did the OSPF configuration. You can use any routing protocol, doesn't matter. Here also, is there any? Yeah, here it doesn't require any. We are just connecting what? We are just connecting one VLAN here. This is syslog server, and this PCB1 and PCB2. Okay, this is the basic configuration. So you have to do that. Once you're done, for example, let me ping from this PC to this PC. It's successful. Then let me ping from this PCA1 to syslog. It's failed. Okay, let's find out what would be the issue. Then let me ping this PCA1 to this controller. Okay, controller doesn't have any. Okay, let's see what is the issue. Then there is no pinging. Okay, oh, successful. Okay, let me okay, because we need to do some configuration here. So you have to do this configuration in your packet tracer file. Okay, now the next step is you need to do the SSH configuration for each networking device, like the switch, these routers. So let's go to the instruction here. So this is your SSH configuration. To save our time, I'm just copying this. Then go back to your packet tracer. Go to your switch, this switch, enable conf t. Then I'm going to paste here. Okay. Then I'll go to this switch, enable conf t, paste. Then I'll go to this switch, CLI, enable conf t, paste. Close. Go to this branch, conf t, paste. Go to this branch, CLI, conf t, paste. And the last switch, this is the switch. Go to CLI, enable, enable conf t, paste. Done. So SSH configuration done for all the networking devices you wanted to control, right? Now, what is the next step? Stage 3, SSH verification. Okay. For example, open the desktop of any of the PC or laptop, select Telnet or SSH client, enter the IP address or any switch or router, set the username and click connect. Now, for example, next step is we are going to um, do the IP configuration on controller. So what you need to do, just click on the controller. You would see this on config page. You could see this. Then go to the G0 interface and select the static and provide the IP address. The IP address is 10.10.10.3. Then 255.255.255.0. See, this is the IP address from your yeah, and the default gateway is 10.10.10.1. What is 10.10.1? The IP address of this link. Okay, go to the controller, select this, then go to the settings. Default gateway is 10.10.10.1, right? So from where I got controller. Okay, so you will receive a message. Click here, click OK. Controller, enable this HTTP port. Then go to G0/0, provide this IP address. Then go to the settings, assign default gateway. Okay. Now, next step is how to access the controller from your PC A1 or laptop anywhere. So open this PC, go to the web browser, enter the IP address of that controller, that is 10.10.10.3. Then you would receive a login page. So register a new user account. Let's say you can put any name. Alex, I'm going to put the username 123. Password is 123. 123. Just confirm. 123. Click setup. So the username is Alex and password is 123. You can use any username and password. So now you would see the dashboard of your network controller. Okay. So here the percentage of host can be reached via ping, that is 0% right now. The percentage of network devices, host means the PCs, network devices means the routers or switches, then quality of services, the network device, then host, all information you would receive from here. Okay. At the same time, you can access your network controller from your local machine. Open your Google Chrome, then open a new tab. Look at here, just copy paste this IP address, that is this address, that is localhost 5800. Okay, just paste here, enter. Same page you can access here. So let's say my username is Alex and password is 123. Click here login. So the same page you could access from where? From your Google Chrome or any web browser. The next step is we are going to add the network device in your network controller. For that, go to this option, that is network device. Click on the settings button. Then before adding a device, first we need to add the credentials. Credential means that SSH username and password. Click on this credential, then click on the credential button. Username is, so here you already made an SSH configuration, you mean, right? Do you remember that username is student and secret password is SSH password and enable secret is N password? So we are going to enter this in this field. Okay, again, the username is student. The password is, what is the password? SSH, SSH, capital P. Then at SS01, just make sure this is the correct one. Control C, Control V, same SSH, the same you need to provide here. Okay, just make sure that this is correct. Yeah. Then description, you can type, let's say, monitoring or controlling any. Click OK. Okay, this is the credential. Then go to the network device. Let's say click on this device IP address. So I wanted to add this router here. So what is the IP address here? 10.10.10.1. So I'll go back here. Where is your browser? 10.10.10.1. The credential, you need to select that we already created a credential, right? Click on this student monitoring, click add. Yeah, see it's we already added, but it shows that it's unreachable. Then click on discovery. Okay, click on discovery. Okay, select CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol. Uh, the name. Okay, let's go back. The Polynet. Let's say Polynet. IP address, provide the IP address 10.10.10.1. Okay, forget about these things. Then keep as the default. The credential is select the student monitoring, click on add. So there is a process going on. Okay. By the time, let's go to the network device. See, it is reachable. The collection state is managed. Then go back to the dashboard. Okay. See, 4 hosts connected and 2 devices connected, network devices. Still, we need to add more devices. Yeah. So let's go back here. Click on the provisioning. You can see it's still, it's like it's adding by one. Then network devices, you can see here, some are managed, some are unreachable. You could see from here. Then provisioning, discovery, it's going on. Let's wait for some time. Let's see what is happening there. Yeah, now we can see from the dashboard. See, this is the dashboard. You could see that 6 networking devices added. If you click on the settings, you can see R branch A, R branch B, and the 4 switches already added. And collection status is it's managed. That means all these devices already added there. Then okay, then what is the next? Go back, provisioning. So the dashboard, click on the host. Host means the PCs or the laptops. Click on here. You could see this PCA1, PCA2, the laptop, and you could see the IP address. This is the MAC address and which port it is connected, and what is the host name. All details it's showing here. And one PC which is showing it's not connected. And if you go back, dashboard, see, look at here, 7 hosts, and it shows 85%. 85% means one device is not connected, and we need to check what is the issue here. And here it's 100%, and percentage of the network devices that are managed, the health level is 100%, and host is showing 85% because one of the devices which is not connected. Okay, so let's see what is the issue there, and we are going to fix that. Okay, now go to the provisioning where we can see all the networking devices. Then assurance, you can see the health level, and like all these device, all the details you can find from here. Routers and switches, it's 100%, and host 85%. That means one device is not connected. The third one is then if you look at the host, you can see here the topology. Look at here the topology. Then path trace, for example, if you provide the IP address, source and destination, you could see the path path trace. This information you could see from here. Then what else? Yeah. Now let's see why that device is not which device. Let's go back to the dashboard, and this here, and this 172.16.66.2. So we need to find which device. So let's see, let's go back here. 66.2 is this, that is the syslog server. It's not can't reach. So what would be the solution? So let's go back to the packet tracer. So this is the syslog server. Okay, let's see the IP address is correct, then default gateway is correct. Then go to this switch, enable. So there is a password, I forgot the password. Go to the config. So it is connected in port number 24, I believe. Options, preference, I'll make it always show the ports. Then it's connected to port number 24. Okay, so 24, 24. Then go to the CLI. You can directly go here, exit, do show sh VLAN. See this VLAN, yeah, this is management. Only faster than at 0/1 and 0/2 is added, but 24 is not added. Most probably um, that syslog server is not being added to where in the management VLAN. So what you need to do, set interface faster than at 0/24, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN. What is the VLAN? VLAN 66. Okay, now let's see. So the link is down. I'll make it fast. Forward. Okay, delete. Okay. Let me ping from here to here. It's successful. So most probably this device is not connected to where the VLAN. So let's go back here. See now, look at the status. It's connected. Sys and host name is taken and type is server. So it's there. So let's go back here, the dashboard. Now it shows what 100% shows network device. All are working. All are working. Yeah. Now the final stage is push configuration and how to do that one. I'm going to show you. So again, go back to your network controller. Select these three lines, or then go to select the policy, click on network settings. So here, this is the network settings. Make it poly. Okay, let's go back here. What is domain name is poly.bh. Then click on save. Okay, what is the issue? Poly.b, sorry, it should select not AA, so you should select the DNS. Poly.bh, I believe this is 172.16.66.2, that is the IP address of that server. Click on save. Okay, then push configuration. You are going to do push all network settings. Click OK. So this will push. Then NetFlow is there, NTP, then syslog. So here we are going to add what the syslog server 172.66. Push configuration. Click OK, save. Okay. So now what we did the DNS settings, that is we use 172.16.66.2 for DNS and for the syslog. So the controller will remotely apply settings to all switches or routers via SSH. So from here we are going to assign this what we did not go to where we did not go to the server, right? Then again, what is the final outcome? What we did? Controller. What is a controller? Central device that discovers, monitor, and configure other network devices. What is SSH? Used as the management protocol between controller and devices. What is a syslog server? Collects logs from all devices for monitoring and troubleshooting. Then what is discovery? Automatically adds devices based on the IP scanning and provided credential. Finally, what is push configuration? Automatically applies settings like DNS syslog to all switches and routers. Clear? Now let's go back. Go back to where? Let's go back to here. This is the syslog server. Services syslog. It's already on. Let's poly.bh 172. What is the syslog. Go back to the syslog. Only syslog is on. Now, how to check the syslog server? For example, here, let me go to this show run. Okay, then this should show where in the syslog server. Go to this here. For example, go to syslog and you could see what is the message here. Syslog. For example, I'm going to clear this log. I'm going to, let's say, this router. Okay, enable config. See, you can see here login host start, stop logging host to, because this is monitored by whom syslog. Let's go back here. It should show here. Yeah, see, I did not configure anything in where um, in the other routers, because I just push my configuration from where, from the policy network settings. I just add from here. I did not go to each routers or each switches to do this. I hope it is clear, the network controller. Okay, thank you for watching.